Hi everyone! In this video, we will compare decimals and fractions. Compare the numbers using an inequality sign. An inequality sign is a greater than or a lesser than sign. Here we have negative 4/25 and negative 47 thousandths. The fastest way to compare these is to make them both decimals and compare them that way. You could also make them both fractions with a common denominator, and that way's a little longer. If you'd like to see it, I'll go ahead and do it at the end of the video, but I highly recommend simply changing them both to a decimal and then comparing them that way. To change the left side to a decimal, 4/25, we will divide 4 by 25, and in my calculator I get negative 1600ths. Comparing that to negative 47 thousandths, I can see that one of these is larger than the other. However, they are negatives, and I think sometimes that might be a little tricky for some. So let's go ahead and put these on a number line. Here's the number 0, and I'm going to put the number -1 clear here at the end. Then in the middle is negative 0.5, or halfway through. And so I can see that negative 0.1 will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 0.1, negative 0.2, negative 0.3, negative 0.4. That tells me that my negative 0.16 will be between the 1 and the 2 right here. The negative 0.047 will be much closer to the 0 here. And when I'm comparing, I want the number that is to the furthest right. So whichever of those is further to the right is the largest. My negative 0.047 is much closer to the right than the negative 0.16. So with my alligator opening to the larger of the two, I would say that this is the larger of the two numbers of my inequality that we're comparing. We could have also changed these both to a fraction. This way is sufficient and definitely highly recommended. However, if you would like to look at the fraction, you can continue with this video. If not, you may just turn it off and be done. For those of you who want to see the fraction component, we can change both of these into fractions by changing the 47 into 47 thousandths into 47 over 1,000. Now, the best way to compare fractions is to make sure that they have the same common denominator. On the left, I can multiply both of these by 40 to get the same denominator of 1,000. 4 times 4 is 16, so it's 160. And negative 47 over 1,000 is sufficient. Now we can see that being $47 in debt is a better option than being $160 in debt. Another way of graphing that would be on a number line as well, and we have 47 here and 160 down here. It is further away from the 0 than the 47. Either way, we'll end up with a greater than sign opening towards the right, or a lesser than sign opening towards the right, stating that negative 4/25 or negative 1600ths or negative 160 thousandths is less than negative 47 thousandths or negative 47 thousandths with your decimal, or negative 47 thousandths with your fraction. Either way, we end up with a lesser than sign, and I highly recommend doing the decimal way because some of the fractions may be a little too difficult to find a common denominator. And we're all done.